Hi guys, so I'm sure you've all heard the news of almost 800 people losing their jobs at Activision Blizzard in non-game developer roles, such as social media, esports, community managers, as well as other various areas within the company. All this despite the company making record profits of over $7 billion in 2018. So for those people involved, I'm really sorry that this happened, and I wish you all the luck in finding a new job. Bobby Kotick, who is the CEO of Activision Blizzard, said, and this does make me laugh to be honest, that while our financial results for 2018 were the best in our history, we did not realise our full potential. You know, it's statements like this that make me wonder what they see as their full potential. The question I always ask myself, and it's a question I'd like to ask the shareholders and owners of these companies, and that is, just how much money is enough for you? When will you be satisfied with the earnings that you make? But we all know what the answer will be. The answer will always be, it's never enough. As it never is. They always want more. Anyway, he goes on to say, to help us reach our full potential, we have made a number of important leadership changes. Mike Morhaime comes to mind, for example. I do think it's a valid question to ask, did he really want to retire, or was he somewhat pushed? He goes on to say, these changes should enable us to achieve the many opportunities our industry affords us, especially with our powerful owned franchises, our strong commercial capabilities, our direct digital connections to hundreds of millions of players, and our extraordinarily talented employees. And then you make almost 800 of those employees unemployed. In what world does a company make more money than they have ever made before with record-breaking profits, and then have to make almost 800 people redundant? I just don't get that. If you have to make that many people redundant, then you as a company have done something wrong somewhere down the line. Now, to try and be fair, I'm not saying that this did not need to happen. I've seen it happen from first-hand experience myself, where a company expands a section of its business too quickly, which then further down the line, when that growth reaches a natural standstill, or it even starts to decline, it leads to an overstaffing issue in certain areas of the business, with the end result in people being either redeployed or losing their jobs, and the income that was used on those employees can then be reinvested in other areas of the business. I just think the way it seemed to come about was really insensitive and downright crass, especially since rumours were all over the internet days before employees were even told, via a Bloomberg article online. So someone had to leak or disclose that information. And what with the appointment of Dennis Durkin, the new CFO in January, on a reported $900,000 salary, which is also said to include bonuses and stock, equating to around $15 million in total. It just does not paint Activision Blizzard in a good light at all, and it shows that they also seem to have a communication issue with their own staff as well as their player base. I wonder how many people at the corporate level are going to be taking a pay cut and passing up their bonuses, to help the company reorganise, reduce its costs, and meet their expectations. I'll leave that up to your own imagination. Now, what does this mean for World of Warcraft and other Activision Blizzard games? Well, they have said that in 2019, the company will increase development investment in its biggest franchises by approximately 20%, therefore increasing the number of people working on Call of Duty, Candy Crush, Overwatch, Hearthstone, Diablo, and of course Warcraft. This will then allow those teams to accelerate the pace and quality of that content. The company will fund this greater investment by deprioritising initiatives that are not meeting expectations, and reducing certain non-development and administrative related costs across the business. So basically by making all of those unfortunate people unemployed, like I said earlier, they're going to be seemingly using that income to reinvest in other areas of the business. And some of that money seems to be going to help fund more game developers to help increase the production speed and quality of their IPs. If this is true, then we could see future expansions of games like World of Warcraft be released in a less buggy and more polished state, hopefully containing a lot more engaging content compared to how BFA was launched. But it's up to them to prove that they mean what they say. As of right now, I'd be very hesitant in pre-ordering any WoW expansion, even though that won't be for some time yet. I do also wonder if they will have any big announcements at BlizzCon 2019, as you would think that they have to announce something after the 2018 Do You Not Have Phones debacle, which turned out to be a huge disaster. And what with all the ongoing negativity a lot of their other games seem to be having, then they surely have to announce something big is on the way for at least 2020, as a lot of their games right now seem to be stagnating, and in some areas falling way behind other titles such as Fortnite and the new Apex Legends. Anyway guys, let me know what you think on this matter. So as ever, thanks for watching, please do comment, like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.